see if this one works a little bit better. I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna put my gloves on. It's getting a little bit too dark to be able to show you what's going on. I know it's like starting a live feed and then it breaks up really bad, and then I start a new one feeling like I have to say the same stuff, so I have two live feeds with all the same information on them. So I'll see if you guys can see this again. I'm on top of Facebook Hill at Campo Chetti. But there we go right there. That is the hill where the teepees were set up yesterday. Chase Iron Eyes was trying to start a camp called Last Child Camp. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles in sight right now. Yeah, so they removed the teepees. They put up 2 layers of concertina wire. They have a road coming in from the 134. If you look at a map, you can see 134 has a little side road that heads south. They've finished paving that road all the way up until this hill. And now they have a straight shot down to our camp. I don't know who owns the property. I have no idea who owns the property. And don't listen to anybody that doesn't have documents. Like, I think Jordan from the Young Turks was saying earlier today that he was going to be meeting with LaDonna. Well, I don't know, that's concerning Sacred Stone, though. That's not really concerning over here. When I find out definitive information, I will let you know who does own that property and what happened. But as far as anything going around right now, it's just hearsay, so I'm not going to put any information out there concerning that. But yeah, so this is their new checkpoint. They've colonized that hill. Yeah, it's quite the shit show out here, John. It absolutely is. Yeah, so there's that. And this, we're viewing north right now. That's the 1806 bridge. Heading up, yeah, the backwater bridge over there. They, took down all the barricades to take down all the teepees, and then they replaced all of the barricades. So the barricades are back up on the 1806 bridge. You can see Turtle Island's over there, the 2 lights that are right there. They don't really care about that anymore. They don't need to, because they got a much better vantage point now. They're way closer to camp. And yeah, you could pretty much see everything that goes on down here from right there. Yeah, it's like a war zone. It is. The only good thing that happened yesterday with all that action was that there was a lot of human interaction that went on between us and the National Guard, between us and Morton County and all the other police agencies that are out here. It seems like they're starting to view us more as human, or at least some of them, that we're able to get through to them and let them know that we're not just what the media would have them believe that we are. Yeah. The other thing is that they're charging these people with engaging in a riot and inciting a riot. My parents just looked it up, and they're charging Chase Iron Eyes with inciting a riot. So that's worse than engaging in a riot. I don't know if anybody that watched anything yesterday saw that there was nothing going on. Nobody was violent. Nobody threw anything. There were words exchanged, but that's our only opportunity to try to get through to these people that are defending this oil corporation and this oil profit. That's our only opportunity to get through to them. But yeah, other than that, nothing happened. They set up teepees on a hill. That was it. You saw everybody getting arrested. If you saw that drone footage, Drone to Be Wild, you could see how peaceful that whole ordeal was. I've read that, somebody's calling us rogue protesters, the rogue protesters that went over there. And how I feel about that is I feel that they're using that to create division in the camp and to make it seem like we're divided. I really don't like that that's been used, the rogue protesters that went over there. Yeah, that's kind of upsetting me. Yeah. Yep, charged with rioting. Yeah, they're going to try to make examples, especially out of the people that they think are the strong ones, or the leaders, or, you know, people that have like a following, journalists. They're going to try to hit them harder than anybody else. That's for sure. Yeah, so the only thing, I don't want to know what they would try to charge me with if I get arrested at any point. Yep, drone to be wild. That's just got some amazing drone footage of everything that went down yesterday. I'm going to keep pushing that one out there. I don't really know too much right now of anything that's happened today. I do know, and you guys might have seen the live streams, there was BIA, Game and Fish, and tribal police that went into Sacred Stone today. They threatened the girl that was running the gate with arrest. And they went right through the front gate of Sacred Stone. They were escorted out. Camp got put on lockdown. But yeah, Sacred Stone stayed safe. There's nobody over there that doesn't belong there. I was helping set up the medical tent up on the hill before I got called back down to Wacheti for a possible medical emergency. But yeah, there's supposed to be a meeting coming up here in an hour and a half. So hopefully I'll have more information at that point. Yeah, and you know, Judd said, what about consolidating everyone at Sacred Stone? Like, I would love that. I would love if everybody came together as one unit. I think that's kind of one of the flaws in the plan that was executed yesterday with moving up on the hill, is that nobody really knew about it. And so there wasn't really, they didn't really have the numbers to keep the police off there. And I don't even know if they knew about that back road or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, there definitely wasn't, we did not have the numbers to be able to, you know, secure land. So yeah, now we're just out 100 people for the next, you know, however long until they get back here. And some of them are being housed as far away as Fargo. So yeah, and I guess somebody said something about how they're snatching people from the bridge today. Like, if there's anybody from camp that's watching this right now, or you know anybody from camp that's watching this, don't do anything to get arrested. We kind of need people here to protect the camp. That's the most important thing right now. We still have people coming in. We're trying to put up structures to accommodate them. But yeah, and be aware too that, I mean, we still have people that are hired by DAPL to be here and to seem like they're water protectors, but to cause problems. That's still very rampant. We don't know who they are, we don't know how many there are, or anything like that, but I mean, it would be silly of us to assume that that's not happening. I mean, especially those 3-day actions at the bridge. Some people that we've never seen before were at the bridge, and we didn't see them at camp, and we never saw them again afterwards. So yeah, that stuff happens a lot, and it happens, they do it on purpose. They want us to look bad, they want us to be divided. Because now we've got a group of people in camp that think that there's these agitators that may or may not even exist. Sorry about the radio. Yeah, there's a lot of infiltrators. We knew. I mean, this is one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest encampments that's ever happened. I mean, there's a over 300 tribes have come together. You know, even people from other countries, indigenous people from other countries have been here. I mean, it's been the biggest gathering of people for one cause in a very, very, very long time. You know, there's been an alliance between the veterans and the natives. So to just be, I mean, this place has to be crawling with FBI and CIA. They don't want us to have control. They want the government to have the control. They don't want us to realize that we can actually do something, we can actually change things. So that's, oh wow, this car in front of me, it's kind of icy out, and I'm on a steep hill. It looked like this car was going to just start sliding all the way down. But yeah, I mean, be assured, I mean, and nobody knows who they are. Like, who can say, have you ever met an undercover CIA agent? I mean, you wouldn't know if you did, but yeah, they don't like these things to happen because it gives the people power, and they don't want the people to have power. They want to do whatever they want. So, I don't know, if you hear or see anybody passing judgment on people, just, I mean, even Leonard Peltier in his letters for support brought up that they're going to be using our own people against us. They're going to hire people or bribe people or blackmail people to come in and to give them information or to, you know, cause issues. He said that's going to happen. This isn't the first movement that they've done used these kind of tactics in. But I mean, it's one of the biggest movements out there, and yeah, you better be sure that they're going to have people in here trying to break us up and create division. So we just have to do whatever we have to do to stay together. And yeah, I like the idea of us all being at one camp and all being unified. But we'll see where that goes. We have to get over this hump right now of, you know, 76 people not being here to protect camp. And yeah, have, you know, all the people that are going to be coming in. Yeah, they want the division to exist, and they've done a fairly decent job of, you know, creating chaos, especially when the veterans came here. Yeah, getting it back to what this, I mean, I've heard the rumors of what this camp was like before I got here, and I experienced some of the power, I mean, it was overwhelming power when I did get here, when the veterans were here. But yeah, just imagining what this was like, you know, even just a month before I got here. Just, yeah, if we can get it back to that. Yeah, we do too, John, don't worry. This isn't some of our first rodeos by any means. I mean, we've got people that are experienced in things and knowledgeable about things all across the board. It's not just a bunch of, you know, kids or just people out here making a stand. Yeah, no, we've got people working in all sorts of directions to help keep the camp safe. Yeah, Trav Wolf, I know, I read Dapple Dave's statement, and I don't really know if it's appropriate for me to make speculation. But if Dapple Dave saw Chase Iron Eyes as a threat, he might make statements to try to discredit anything that Chase Iron Eyes does. Don't know if that's what's happening or not, but it's just a thought that went through my head when I did read his statement. So there's that. But still, I mean, and it's not just me. There's a lot of people here, and it's just, we don't even listen to that stuff. We don't read it. We do read it, but you know, like I said, I just helped set up a medical tent over at Sacred Stone up on the hill. So yeah, there's still just not, people aren't intending to leave anytime soon. Yeah, no, I'm really grateful that you guys are here to witness, because that freaked me out last night when that BIA agent flipped around. Because it's really quiet around here. I can't remember what time it was. Like, what is it? Like 1:30 to I don't remember how late it was. That was pretty late. That was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I was just driving back from Sacred Stone to drop the friend off, and BIA agent came driving towards me, and then he whipped right around. He got right on my tail. So yeah, I'm really thankful that you guys who are awake logged right in to see what was going on. I wasn't alone. I did have Mary with me in the car, but it definitely makes me feel a lot safer if, you know, I can be online and do that stuff. But yeah, like I said, he didn't pull me over. When we got to the 1806, he turned to head towards the south towards the casino, and I headed north back to Ochetti. But that's not the first time I've been followed by them. There is the other day, it was during the day, I was driving behind one going to Sacred Stone, and he pulled over to the side of the road, let me get in front of him, and then yeah, he proceeded to follow me up into the Sacred Stone, the first entrance. There's kind of two entrances to Sacred Stone. There's, yeah, the primary and secondary. They're not primary and secondary, but I don't really know how to explain that. Yeah, no, nobody's gonna be alone. We don't mess around. I mean, they come over on snowmobiles and 4-tracks if we get too close, and they just snatch people up. And when my friend was over on Turtle Island, they accused him of being on their side of the line when he wasn't. So they're making stuff up. Yeah, and Rattler and Squirrel got arrested on the Missouri River. They were on the river. That's not Napa land, but that's where they were surrounded by snowmobiles and arrested. So yeah, we don't go anywhere alone, ever. And yeah, I got Fozzie in the back seat now, so I'm alone, but I have him, and he's a mighty protector. I never found out. Yeah, they lie all the time. They lie all the time. They're fabricating information, like these charges that they're charging people with. Yeah, Fozzie's been pretty cute all day today. Yep, snatch and grab. I heard that may have happened today. I haven't had a chance to confirm it. I wanted to get on here and...
we got kind of a suspicious vehicle in this whole man. Maybe check him out a little bit.
No, I just wanted to get this live feed going before the sun went down so I can show you how they colonized that hill over there. Yeah, Karen White Bear, I don't know, and I'm working on finding out exactly what's going on with that, and I will let you guys know as soon as I do. I mean, I knew information previous that was relevant, but that is not relevant anymore. Circumstances changed, so... I don't know anything about Red Fawn, but just, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay. Yep. Alright, well I'm gonna... Yeah, they pretty much are. I mean, it seems that way. But, I mean, like I was saying, I don't know if it was this feed or that last feed, but, I mean, we were really able to have some human-human interactions with them yesterday, and that was really neat to be able to see and be a part of. I mean, there was nothing between them and us, and we were standing on the same level ground, and so we got to stand very close to them and look them dead in the eye and plead with them. I've heard a few stories of you know, a couple of I think a couple of National Guard people and Morton County people that were actually in tears with what some of these people were saying to them, trying to plead with them for, you know, for humanity. And so that was really beautiful to see, and that gave a lot of people a lot of hope for moving forward from here. Yeah. And I'm not sure if we're able to get a hold of anybody who's been arrested. If anybody finds out a way, there's a couple of people that I would like to get a hold of. But yeah, as of now, because they haven't been charged, they won't even tell us where anybody is. So we know that there's, 4 different places that they could be, but they won't tell us exactly where each person is or how we can contact them. Yeah, Danielle, it wasn't all of them. It was not all of them. There was one guy that just was smiling, and he had this just giant grin on his face, and he was on his high and mighty horse looking down at us, just very, very condescendingly. Yeah, so definitely not all of them, but some of them. So yeah, and like I said last night, anytime that happens, even if it's just one person, even if it's just one thought that we're able to stick into somebody's head to get them to think, more progressively and constructively, that's a victory for us. And it's not a victory for us, it's a victory for the planet and for future generations. Yeah, screw us. I mean, yeah, no, it's not about us, it's about everything else. So yeah, not a total loss yesterday. I love you too, Christy. I miss you a lot. I could really use your bitchiness out here sometimes. Some of these people need it. Okay, I'll watch Dean's feed later. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, cool. Okay, so Chase Setmore County. Good. Keep up the good work, Christy. Yeah, don't worry. We've got plans to be safe, so yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta get some stuff done. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update. Give you the little information that I have since last night, and I will let you guys know more as soon as I do. But until then, be safe, be kind, be awesome, and have a good night.